All right, coming up next, it's a UFC lightweight division bout. Well, when history looks back at the body of work of this man, Rafael DOS ANJOS, not just one of the more accomplished Brazilian fighters of all time, maybe even a fringe Hall of Famer, still getting it done now in a second UFC division.
It's unbelievable that he is still able to be so successful after being here so long. I remember after he lost to Khabib Nurmagomedov, the next time you saw him, he was a different guy. From the Jason High fight to beating Vincent Henderson, Nate Diaz, Anthony Pettis, winning the title and then defending against Donald Cerrone, you understood that he had made the necessary changes in order to become a UFC champion. He's still doing that in a new division at 170 pounds.
And most amazing for me is that this dude started 0-2 in the UFC back in 2008, had a must-win in 2009, and has gone on to become one of the better lightweights and welterweights of his era. Rafael DOS ANJOS finds himself in another massive spot here tonight. All right, so here he is, one of the better offensive takedown guys we have in the UFC, DC, and if anyone is well-equipped to speak to this, it is you. The opponent knows what's coming. At least to this point in the UFC, no one's been able to stop.
He just has to keep him away, because the moment this guy gets close enough to either grab a leg or make body contact, now you're in trouble. He has a knowledge and understanding of position from a lifetime of just all grappling, judo, wrestling, sambo. He does it all, and he has just so many ways to get you to the floor. This guy once told me that if he can get your leg, he's going to finish. Because he's going to give you so many things to think about, you will not be able to process and keep up with him, and eventually you're on the mat. It's unbelievable to watch him apply that knowledge to the mixed martial arts fights.
And as the wrestlers say, this is not a guy you want anywhere near your bracket.
No, you don't want him in the bracket.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC lightweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a grappler holding a professional record of 32 wins, 14 losses. He stands 5 feet 8 inches tall, weighing in at 155 pounds. Fighting out of Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, Rafael DOS ANJOS. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record of 22 wins, 2 losses, and 1 draw. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighing in at 155 pounds. Mateusz GAMROT! And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Herb Dean.
All right, Herb Dean, third man in the octagon for this one.
Ready.
All right, so the fight is now underway. On one side, you have a fighter who does everything well, taking on a true grappler on the other side. Going to be interesting to see how long he can keep it upright.
I mean, Damian Maia may be the most specialist type of grappler in the UFC. This guy resembles him in a number of ways. Let's see how he manages this fight against a guy that can do just about everything inside the octagon.
Hook attempt now blocked, though, by Rafael DOS ANJOS. And he landed the right hand there.
Nice strike.
And he comes through with a big knee. Well, perhaps a sign of things to come as he lands a kick there.
Nice kick landed by the counter.
All right, he closes the distance, gets the single follow tie. Whiffs on the right hand. 3 minutes remain in the round.
Nice punch there.
Stuffs that takedown attempt without issue. DOS ANJOS trying to feint his way in. Oh, that kick is good by RDA. So just over 20 total strikes have now landed for Rafael DOS ANJOS.
That was a thudding leg kick.
All right, he engages in the single collar tie. Oh, and he gets tagged. Beautiful combination there, and I'm not sure how many more of those power shots he can take, honestly.
The night is almost over. If you keep getting hit with punches like this, you are going to sleep.
Slips. Nice kick landed there by Rafael DOS ANJOS. His opponent in a world of trouble.
Such a sneaky head kick. He did not recognize it was coming high, and now he's got hurt bad.
Oh, a vicious kick to the outside of that lead leg. You got to start checking these, man.
Double leg shot.
Oh, nice slam as he gets into the canvas. Exactly what he needed. All right, he's got him in the north-south position here, DC. When you're in this position, however rare it may be, what are you trying to do?
I'm just trying to lay on. I'm just trying to cut air from going to your body. I'm just trying to make you carry my weight. I don't necessarily want to be here. And I don't know if this guy wants to be here right now. He will use this to try to get to the next position.
Don't want to be there for more reasons than one.
I don't want to be there. I don't want to be there on the bottom.
All right, he's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom.
All right, let's check out some of the action, DC, and how about the punching acumen by that fighter in that previous round?
He does not waste anything. He does not loop punches. Everything's tight. Everything's precise. He's a sniper. We always talk about how he's a sniper. He is a sniper, and it showed in that exchange that allowed him to drop his opponent.
All right, let's get to round two.
Good punch land. He hurt him.
Well, he has landed some good shots, DC, but really unable to string anything together in terms of solid combinations.
It's because he's not committing to his fully. He throws his jab. He may float a right hand out there, but he's not really sitting down on the right hand. He really doesn't seem to have the intent on landing it. He's got to be confident that it's going to land, and he's got to really throw his whole entire body into those strikes. Look at the whip action that comes from him throwing that kick. He changes the angle, finds the right spot to land that punch to the head from the clinch. Look at how he turns his hip into that leg kick.
Just unable to quite find that range. Staying busy in the clinch to avoid a separation. And that one certainly found as effective as straight punches we've seen all night.
Huge straight punch lands, and he's got him hurt very bad.
Trying to stay in this fight. Now goes in and secures the takedown. All right, half guard position here, DC. You have an extra pop in your step when you talk about fighters working out of this half guard.
Oh, man. I like half guard as a top fighter. I understand half guard as a bottom fighter. Don't want to be there. It's very dangerous. But if you are there, you have to be winning the position of the underhook. It opens up so many opportunities for you to either escape or sweep.
Well, you got to be working off of your back. He's certainly doing so here. Nice punch. Oh, the ground and pound strikes continue to rain down. The opponent better move out of harm's way or the referee's going to stop this.
He better start to move, and when his opponent starts to posture, he needs to put his feet on the hip, push him away to try to escape this very, very dangerous position.
Pretty good ground and pound by him here. He told us on Thursday he needed to be more effective.
Now the guy's got armbar. He's attacking it on him. He's attacking armbar. You got to recognize that when the guy starts to put his feet on your hips, you got to move him off, and you got to cover. You can't be off to an angle. It's in there deep. There you go.
so he submits him with the armbar.
I mean, just steps ahead of the competition. Where you're playing checkers, he's playing chess in the ground fighting. And it showed tonight in this big submission victory.
All right, so there's the horn at the end of the round. Multiple takedowns landed for him over the previous 5 minutes.
And you know what, John? Even more importantly, look at the opponent now. He's afraid to pull the trigger because he's been taken down so many times. Getting taken down is one thing, but having it happen to you continuously really does make you gun-shy. And right now, he's very tentative to let his offense go because of the fear of getting taken down back to the mat again.
All right, let's take a look back at the replay as he gets it done by submission tonight, champ.
I mean, you know, this guy has such a great submission game that you cannot lay in his guard. He's so skilled, he's so tricky, and he's so good at weaving a web that gets you lost in it that he made him pay for it tonight and got the submission victory.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 55 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by tap out, Mateusz GAMROT!
Well, the celebration is on in his corner, and hard to blame these guys, sort of waiting to exhale, get a huge win tonight, and not just the win, but they get it by submission.
They knew what they had in front of them. They knew how tough a competitor his opponent was, but they also knew that if they could get this fight to the ground, they could find a submission. They found a submission. He got his hand raised in the way that he loves the most.